Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some really exciting things to go over. A new Mega Evolution for Pokemon Legends ZA may have potentially leaked. We also have some big updates regarding the Nintendo Switch 2 and also some rumors to go over for Legends ZA as well. A lot of things to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. It's trying to 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, has Mega Victreebel been leaked for Pokemon Legends ZA? So we covered this post either yesterday or the other day or something like that by CentroLeaks, who of course is not a quote-unquote leaker. They just report on a lot of leaks and stuff. They have got a couple of things right in the past in regards to Pokemon Home, but then they've also done a couple of things that also are just a little bit laughable, like obviously the Animal Crossing, thinking it was part of BDSP, stuff like that. And they originally said this, you know, how many Pokemon shown in this video get Mega Evolutions, and they basically said there was 2 of them, and they basically kind of dumbed it down to sort of a list that included Victreebel, and then like a few other Pokemon as well, like Roserade. I think there was a couple of others as well, but basically there was like 6 Pokemon that it could have possibly been, or 7, and then 2 of those Pokemon were going to get Mega Evolutions. However, though, they've had an update to that regarding what one of those Pokemon are, and it is Victreebel. So we've got CentroLeaks here tweeting out saying, well, the cat's out of the bag with some drama between fellow Pokemon rumor accounts. But yeah, Riddler-Ku did actually tease this last year. Mega Victreebel is coming. And then also, why'd you say this then? Note that we're talking about the specific Pokemon, not their evolutionary lines. And then fun fact, we completely missed Victreebel when posting the tweet for the first time. That's why we corrected it to 2 later. So obviously, as you can see, Victreebel does show up in the trailer. It's part of the kind of team when you're battling with the Mega Charizard X. And then, you know, no, I thought it was Roserade. As we said in the original tweet, there's one more that was in the trailer. It hasn't leaked yet. We won't tell who it is yet, but stay tuned. So, again, don't know how CentroLeaks knows this information. I'm not saying, you know, take this as confirmation at all, because, again, CentroLeaks is just an account that reports on leaks, just like I do, just like other rumor kind of YouTube channels do, stuff like that. We're not leakers, we just report on the information, and that's pretty much what Centro does as well. So I don't know how they have this information, but it is something that Riddler-Ku did tease last year. And again, Riddler-Ku's track record has been all over the place, but even though he has gotten a couple of things wrong with Legends ZA, such as like the starters and stuff, he did actually get a few things right with Quasartico and a couple of other things like that. And this is basically the tweet that was a reference to Mega Victreebel. So it's this Chilling thing, and then it said new Mega Evolution, and then Ansure Kanto. So he said this in November of 2024. Again, isn't the best source at the moment because he got the trailer dates wrong, everything like that. But he has got some things right. So he does know some things about Legends ZA. I'm not saying that he's a reputable source at all because he's got things right, but some of the information that he has spoken about has turned out to be true. And so Mega Victreebel could be one of those things, because we also have this post here by Yorodon saying, why might Chilling be Victreebel? So this was a tweet when Riddler-Ku posted that back in November last year, saying because Pitcher Plant, which is this pig basket plant, and Ling could be Ling meaning bell, you're on your own for figuring out whatever Char is. So the Chinese characters for Nepenthes are this, or this, or this, maybe translated as Nepenthes, Monkey Cup, or Pitcher Plant. Takes literally Zoo is pig, Long is basket, and this is plant, which is grass. So again, another sort of thing for Victreebel being a plant. So Zoo Long cow is a pig basket plant. A pig basket is made of woven bamboo to transport a live pig. Their shape and form is similar to the Nepenthes pitcher. So it's the pitcher plant, grass, stuff like that. And this is obviously in regards to what Riddler-Ku said last November. So, like I said, it's up to you. I think CentroLeaks has gotten this information from a different source, but they're also saying, you know, Riddler-Ku actually teased this last year as well. Again, Centro and Riddler-Ku are not at any way, shape or form in like the best sort of relationship. I think they generally really dislike each other. There's a whole drama thing that's went on over the years about it. So I think Centro's got this from a different source, and obviously Riddler-Ku has also said it before. So there's 2 different kind of sources saying that we are going to be getting a Mega Victreebel, both of which aren't incredibly reputable. I don't know if they're just taking what each other have said. I don't know. I'm just giving you the information. do you think we're going to be getting a Mega Victreebel in Pokemon Legends ZA? I kind of don't want it to be Mega Victreebel because I'm not a massive fan of the Pokemon. But I did say in that original video where we covered this original tweet saying, you know, Victreebel is likely to be one of the Mega Evolutions because they seem to pander a lot to Kanto Pokemon, and there's not that many Kanto Pokemon left that don't have some sort of regional form or Mega Evolution or something like that, and I'm pretty sure Victreebel is one of those Pokemon. So it looks like it is going to be getting a Mega Evolution, but nothing is confirmed until obviously we see it. We might see it in the next trailer, which again could be in April, depending on whether we get information about it for the Nintendo Switch 2, or it could just be, you know, in August where the next Pokemon presenter is going to be. But either way, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think we're going to be getting a Mega Victreebel in Pokemon Legends ZA, or do you think that Centro and Riddler are both just completely wrong? Moving on though, we do have some pretty big Nintendo Switch 2 updates to take a look at. This was posted by Eurogamer saying Switch 2 analysts predict $400 plus price and biggest console launch ever in June. So bigger than any other console launch we've ever had. The Nintendo Switch 2 is apparently going to be the top dog. So they will sell boatloads. So while Nintendo itself is keeping any firm Switch 2 details under wraps until its dedicated showcase next month, which is of course April the 2nd if you've been living under a rock, analysts believe the company is on course to deliver the biggest launch in game industry history. According to several Bloomberg analysts, it is expected that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be more expensive than its predecessor, with the upcoming console potentially retailing for $400 or more, around £310 here in the UK. So we've already covered that. Like, a few different analysts have said this in the past, that they think it's going to be around $400, and we've now had more analysts coming out and saying that as well. And this is kind of the reasons as to why that's the case. So it says the original Nintendo Switch's NVIDIA chip is estimated to cost $80 per unit, while the Nintendo Switch 2's chip is likely to be in the $130 to $150 range. Toyo Securities analyst Hideki Yasuda said, "I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo goes ahead with $499, which of course is a lot more than what some analysts are kind of predicting." And then they say, while Yasuda expects a slightly higher price point than others, I mean, there's slightly higher than there's $100. You know, $100 isn't slightly higher. That's a big jump. Fellow industry analysts, including Serkan Toto, I'm not sure how to pronounce these names and I don't want to offend anyone, but they all believe that Nintendo's upcoming console will see an increase of around $100 or more over the original Nintendo Switch's $299 price point. External factors will also be a consideration on the console's debut, such as the US tariffs. But even with this expected higher price tag, the analysts all agree that the Nintendo Switch 2 will have an auspicious debut. They will sell boatloads of Nintendo Switch 2s in the first month in particular, almost regardless of the price, Toto said. We can expect a great software lineup in year one, from new Mario Kart and 3D Mario after 8 years to Pokémon Legends ZA and Metroid Prime 4. There will also be third-party support from day one, most probably including blockbusters like Call of Duty. Zoo currently expects Nintendo to release its Nintendo Switch 2 console this June. Adding to the company has a first day inventory of 6 million to 8 million units, which would make it the biggest console launch ever. As Bloomberg notes, the Nintendo Switch sold 2.7 million units during its first month on the market, while Sony's two most recent PlayStation launches each sold 4.5 million units in their respective first quarters. You also have to take into consideration that the Nintendo Switch came out after the Wii U. The Wii U absolutely flopped, so a lot of people were a little bit hesitant on whether this console was going to be very good or not. Now we know the Nintendo Switch is a massive success and one of the biggest selling console of all time. They don't have to have that worry now. You know the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be great. You know it's going to work perfectly. It's going to have some really cool games on it. So a lot of people are just going to be grabbing it as soon as possible. And then also Macquarie Capital analyst Hiroshi Arashima, meanwhile, forecast sales of 20 million units during the console's first year on the market. Today's Switch 2 report tallies with what a former Nintendo employee predicted earlier this year. A Nintendo Direct on the Switch 2 will take place on the 2nd of April, where we'll presumably hear about the release date and price, and just maybe Metroid Prime 4. But in the meantime, while we wait for more, here's everything we know about the Switch 2 so far. So, yeah, I mean, it's not long until this Direct happens anyway. It's the 15th of March today. We have the 2nd of April, so it's very, very close. And yeah, we should get the release date, we should get the price, everything like that for this console when that, obviously when that Direct is. But yeah, I mean, it's looking like it's going to be in June and around $400 as well for the price point. But what are your thoughts on this? Are you buying the Nintendo Switch 2 straight away, or are you going to wait and see what it's like before getting your hands on it? Finishing things off as well, we do have this rumor to go over for Pokemon Legends ZA. This was posted earlier today, actually, on the Saturday. It says info, posted by Anonymous. Again, it was posted on 4chan. Take it with a massive grain of salt, as always. But either way, let's take a look at it. So it says info, and then it says regional forms for starter Pokemon. So Meganium becomes Grass Fury, Emboar becomes Fire Dark, and Feraligatr becomes Water Poison. So, Grass Fury, I'm very much set on for Meganium. I think most people are, because obviously we saw Disarming Voice on Chikorita, and it doesn't usually learn that through level up, or TM, or anything like that. Emboar becoming Fire Dark is... I don't know, I feel Feraligatr would be more likely to become Water Dark, because it already has access to Bite, Crunch, stuff like that. I think Emboar being Fire Rock makes a little bit more sense, because it does get moves like Roll Out and stuff. But who knows? Maybe they're just going to completely change. Like, they'll probably just get new moves, just like Chikorita has. You know, Chikorita doesn't get Disarming Voice, does now. Maybe Emboar gets Crunch or whatever, and then maybe Feraligatr gets Gunk Shot or Sludge Bomb or something like that. Who knows? But those are apparently going to be the typings of these new regional starters. We have new Mega Evolutions, which include the Generation 6 starters, so Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut. We're getting 3 Kantomons, so if this is true, then one of those would presumably be Victreebel. Hopefully Dragonite as well. And then we're getting 2 Mega Evolutions from Johto, 2 from Hoenn, 1 from Sinnoh, 1 from Unova, and 6 from Kalos. I assume the 6 from Kalos, though, is including the Gen 6 starters. So how many would that be? So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's a very good number of of Mega Evolutions for me. I mean, there's no talk here about Zeraora, which is obviously is a Generation 7 Pokemon, so that's a little bit interesting. But obviously Zygarde is probably one of the 6 from Kalos, and then the starters, there's only 2 others that they could be from Kalos. So, I mean, there's no guarantee we're going to get Mega Zeraora. We just think we're going to get it from the Terra League, but it could have easily been scrapped. You never know. It then goes on to say the Pokedex is around 288 Pokemon. Now, I think Legends Arceus was like 240, 250, something like that. So it's a small increase there in terms of Pokemon that are catchable in this game. And it says the antagonist has not been revealed yet. So red-haired man with a Mega Bracelet as a watch. I mean, that just sounds like Lysander, really. But yeah, the Mega Bracelet being the watch makes sense, because they do say on the website that you're going to meet other characters that have different forms of like Mega Bracelets, whether it's a necklace or a watch or an earring or something like that. Yeah, there's going to be other ways to kind of... I mean, hopefully we can customize our Mega Evolution bracelet as well, but other people are going to have other ones. There's 2 storylines, apparently. So building the city and also collecting the Zygarde cells, which I wouldn't be surprised at, really. I mean, we already know that we have to rebuild Lumiose, so that we're part of this redevelopment plan. But yeah, collecting Zygarde cells is very likely to be the case as well. We saw Zygarde 10% form in the trailer looking at Prism Tower. We also saw a Zygarde cell kind of chilling on a rooftop, so maybe we have to collect a bunch of Zygarde cells to allow us to power up Zygarde, and then it will stop whatever kind of problem is currently happening in Kalos. It says there's 15 wild zones. There's 3 in each section of the map. So the map is split up into 5 different sections. It's looking likely there are 3 in each section, just from what we've seen in the trailer, which I think would make sense as well. Like 3 is a decent amount for each kind of section of the map. 30 hours gameplay roughly, which is decent because it's a single player game, and I think again there's going to be loads of side quests and stuff, so that's also something to take into account. But I don't know if that 30 hours gameplay is the story or if that's completing everything. And then it says there's no online battling, but trading is back, which is a shame. I mean, again, this is probably not true. Hopefully it's not, because I really want online battling to be in the game. It's not going to be though. It's just very, very unlikely. But I would love to do real-time Pokemon battles online. I think it would properly shake up everything. And then trading is back. Again, whether it's back or not, hopefully we get access to the link cable. I'm less kind of likely to believe we're going to get them incabled now, though, just simply because this isn't set in the past. But you never know. Maybe there's an easy way to evolve Pokemon. Hopefully there is. But either way, I'm going to call this fake. I think because they've not included Zeraora, and that's a very likely Pokemon to get a Mega Evolution, I'm kind of calling fake. But let me know your thoughts on this rumor. Would you like it to be true? Would you not like it to be true? Are you a fan of these regional form types? And you a fan of these Mega Evolutions from the regions? And then also let me know your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff. And then also, do you think we're going to be seeing Mega Victreebel in Pokemon Legends ZA? That's everything from me. If you enjoyed, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. It really helps out. Leave a comment, like, share anything we covered. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend. And until next time, peace.